The U.S. city of New Orleans has lost power, with only generators working, as Hurricane Ida batters Louisiana. The storm brought 150 miles per hour winds when it made landfall, and those people who did not flee have been advised to shelter in place. One person was killed when a tree fell on their home in Ascension Parish, in the Baton Rouge area. Ida will test New Orleans' flood defenses, strengthened after Hurricane Katrina killed 1,800 people in 2005. President Joe Biden said Ida would be life-threatening, with immense devastation likely beyond the coasts. Over 1 million homes in Louisiana are without power, and Mr. Biden said it could take weeks to restore supplies. The president has declared a major disaster in the state, releasing extra funds for rescue and recovery efforts. Ida gathered strength over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico during the weekend that it made landfall on Sunday south of New Orleans as a Category 4 hurricane, meaning it would cause severe damage to buildings, trees, and power lines. As it moves inland, Ida's winds have dropped to 95 miles per hour, meaning it is now a Category 1 storm. In some places the storm's surge could be as high as 16 feet, potentially submerging parts of the low-lying coastline. That it's an eerie feeling to stand in New Orleans as it's plunged into darkness. And all around the famous French Quarter, debris and tree branches litter the streets. Standing outside is painful. The rain pelts you as winds of 70 miles per hour make it difficult to stand. Residents for the most part have heeded warnings to stay indoors for the worst of the storm. When you speak to them, they'll tell you that hurricanes have become a part of their lives. It's the trade-off they accept for everything else the Big Easy has to offer.
Still, there's always a fear that the next storm could be the big one. Kenneth Magruder has lived in the lower Ninth Ward for more than 30 years. He evacuated for Hurricane Katrina and, like many others, came back to find his house underwater. He is an older man who speaks openly about the trauma that caused Ida to strengthen so quickly. He felt he didn't have enough time to leave his home. He trusts the city's new hurricane infrastructure, but again, there's always that fear. Ida came ashore on the 16th anniversary of Katrina, a Category 3 storm. Since then, billions of dollars have been spent on flood defenses, known as levees. So far, the levees have held, though a flash flood warning is in place for New Orleans. There is no doubt that the coming days and weeks are going to be extremely difficult for our state, and many people are going to be tested in ways that we can only imagine today. But I can also tell you that as a state we've never been more prepared. State Governor John Bel Edwards said high winds tore part of the roof off a hospital in the town of Cutoff, Louisiana, just inland from the Gulf of Mexico. The hospital said it had suffered significant damage but that its patients were safe. The impact of climate change on the frequency of storms is still unclear, but increased sea surface temperatures warm the air above, making more energy available to drive hurricanes. As a result, they are likely to be more intense with more extreme rainfall. I'm fairly worried, more than I thought I would be. I've volunteered in disasters for a number of years, but it's different when it's in your own home, instead of a nice, safe, sheltered place, she said. In a tweet, the U.S. National Weather Service told New Orleans residents, go to an interior room or a small room with no windows. Stay put during this time. Louisiana hospitals are already under pressure from COVID-19. The state has the third highest rate of infections in the U.S. Normally, hospitals in the predicted path of the hurricane would be evacuated, but this time there are few beds available, even at facilities further inland. We don't have any place to bring those patients. Not in state, not out of state, Mr. Edwards said. More than 90% of oil production in the Gulf of Mexico has been shut down.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe